Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Everyone checking in on the market. So not surprising for inside bars today. We had a huge range yesterday and we started today on most individual names right in the middle of that big large range. So you could see from the morning setup that inside bars were likely, which means tightening ranges and more choppy action. So I'm watching for SPY to continue the 4-hour lower high pattern. And that is what this chart is showing. 4-hour just lower high, lower high, lower high, and anything under 273.74 is another lower high. So that may have been set with the high of today. We'll have to see where we open tomorrow. If the bulls keep going, though, I will be watching this 273.82 resistance. If we do not, and if we start to pull back, we'll be looking for a higher low compared to 269.10 and a tightening pattern, just like we saw back here. We got a little 4-hour equilibrium and a bear break, and we'll look for the potential of another 4-hour equilibrium if we do pull back into tomorrow morning. SPY on the weekly time frame, higher lows still maintained, holding the middle Bollinger Band. Uptrend is still intact at this point, and we'll see if the bulls can close. Still 3 trading days left to go, so that wick can certainly shrink or grow, which will make a big difference. IWM on the daily time frame, inside bar. Support is 164.85, resistance is 166.66. So a clear range to be watching into tomorrow. With a bull break, we look to the high of the previous day, and with the bear break, we look to the low of the previous day. So it's a very clear setup on what to be watching as we head into tomorrow for so many individual names, because all they did today was tighten. IWM, extremely strong on the weekly, could be forming just a little bull flag at this point. Lower wick of bulls buying the dip, still holding exponential support, nowhere near changing this weekly trend, which is certainly very bullish at this point. QQQ inside bar, but a weaker close with an upper wick showing some profit taking into the end of the day. So support is down at 171.37, resistance of 173.06. With a bull break, we look to the high of yesterday. With a bear break, we look to the low. QQQ on the weekly, same thing, extremely healthy consolidation, a little bit more significant than IWM at this point, but again, nowhere near changing the weekly trend, which is certainly still bullish at this point, maintaining higher lows. VIX was short to play today, or short was the direction to play today in terms of trend, and an inside bar formed. 1510 support, 1754 resistance, ended up pulling back significantly from where we closed yesterday, and we'll be watching how we break this tight pattern into tomorrow. Big upper wick on the weekly time frame. We're certainly familiar with big upper wicks on the weekly charts because these bull moves do not have a whole lot of follow through in this market environment, and we'll be watching to see if that changes and if this upper wick can shrink a bit if we do get a bull break of these daily inside bars. So it is up to the bulls to prove themselves to us, because the 4-hour trend does still belong to the bears. If they can do that, then we'll look for the bounce on the daily, but until we get a clear 4-hour higher low and higher high, I am going to continue to favor the bears in the shorter term. So I appreciate you watching. We will see what tomorrow brings. Keep an eye on that financial sector. We've now seen something like 12 or 13 red days in a row and need to see a short-term bounce there. We did break key support for the financial sector, so going to be watching for a lower high to be set after that short-term bounce and a potential bearish entry opportunity. So we'll see you tomorrow.